So a little bit over a month ago, Birdie Disc Golf Supply dropped the weapon. 8502.5. It's a straight to slightly overstable fairway driver. Honestly, feels amazing. If you look at that profile, super neutral. I would just off the bat kind of compare it to the Eagle, but honestly, I haven't had a ton of opportunities to throw this. If you're on my Patreon, you've seen this thrown around a little bit, but today we're out here at Mossy Rock. We're gonna be throwing the weapon and the Birdie Disc Golf Supply Marvel. Now the Birdie Disc Golf Supply Marvel comes in many different plastics. They actually have a neon run of soft marvels coming just in like a week or two. Super excited for those. But the premium Marvel is a disc that completely Corey, otherwise known as Curiously Craig, he simply won't shut the fuck up about it.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
Yeah, that's probably parked. Nice. Might be behind this tree a little. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. Okay. See if we can start out with a nice putt. Yeah. Let's go. The interesting thing is the weapon was actually designed around the same time as the Marvel, which at this point I think is maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but they've yet to put out like a full production run until now. So if you're a fan of like the Eagle L, the Exodus, the Votum, discs like that, the weapon is kind of right in that line. It is an 8-speed, so it's technically a little bit faster, but it has that same, like, you know how a T-Bird has that bevel? And like an Eagle has a little less bevel than a T-Bird? Well, discs like the weapon have even a little bit less, which in my mind makes them feel a little bit better in the forehand and still really good in the backhand. Hole 2 in the shorts, I think it's like 370-ish, slightly uphill. This white one has a touch of dome to it, which in my mind is gonna give it a little more glide. Oh yeah. Now skip, it's just gotta get over that. Come on, dang. So this specific fairway slot is an interesting one for me. If you follow the channel closely, you know I love the Eagle. And you probably know I have a shit ton of good Eagles. And the weapon and the Eagle, in my mind, kind of overlap. I'm the type of player who doesn't like to bag like the same disc that's different, you know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna put one. I like a simple lineup. But it would be nice to take some weapons, take some Eagles, see if there's a distance discrepancy, because if there's more distance on a weapon, because they do have a ton of glide from what I've seen, then you could bag both. You know, we got the end of a shoulder bag rolling today. It's just the perfect review bag. See if we can get a little puncher. Not bad. Hole number 3, 315, we're gonna go premium Marvel. Kind of a low ceiling, but I think if I just miss it, we'll be doing something right. I threw these a couple times the other day, and they have nice stability. So I think if I draw this a little bit left to right and just let it kind of push flat, we could be throwing something nice. Get through. Wow, that's beef. Interesting. I thought that was gonna like drift, but it really held on. This is one of my favorite shots to film out here. Mountains in the back through the trees. Just beautiful. Man, this is kind of that weird range. A little bit of a pitch throw. Let's see if I can get a jumper there even. I mean, I can get it there, not accurately. Hole 4, 239 feet, one of my favorite holes out here at Mossy. Take something, turn it over a little bit, get it to drift to flat up through the gap. Premium Marvel. Gonna have to really commit to a little bit of turn on this. Oh yeah, I wish you guys could see that line. I know you're cut off, that's par. I definitely ran the basket, I think, but I ended up being deep actually back in here. I don't know if I can make this. Oh, of course, this big ass tree. We can get out this way. You probably can't see me, but watch this. Oh. Hole number 5, 264 feet, but probably one of the hardest 264-foot holes to birdie. Oh yeah. And then just hit the hill. Now stay. That's the key. Okay, that gives you a putt. Come on. Oh, I feel like that was close. I can't quite see the basket. Player 2. Yep, got it. Well, that's one of them holes where you want to birdie it so bad. But the reality is, this just doesn't happen very often. Hole number 6, worst hole in the course, 175 feet. Poke and hope, down the hill. See if you get a putt. We're going a little Annie puncher over the logs. Get through. There we go. Hit a tree. We'll see. All right, this is what we got. Yeah! Let's go. Hole number 7, 337 feet. This is a good hole for the weapon. I'm gonna try this white one again with a touch more dome. Hopefully it gets that nice push. Pretty much the white building right there. You want to just hyzer in front of it. Yes. I might ace it. Seriously though, it might. It is parked. There's nothing better than parking this hole, because the green can be a little scary. Hole number 8, right ahead there, through the gates. And by gates, I mean the 2 trees that if you lace it through, you're parked. Premium marble. I'm not sure how these are gonna fly on this hole. Usually this is like a flex with a zone type disc. Love it. Hyzer. That is so straight. What the fuck? So a lot of times why I would throw like a zone type disc on this hole and then hit it so that it flexes over is because it seems like the downhill always drags them down to the right, which maybe that's what happened there because it literally didn't move off the line. Now if that one holds straight, okay, so that gray one might be more stable. Skip. That's parked. Oh, either way, I really like this hole. You guys are tucked back in the woods there. Gotta get the angles. So one of the cool parts about throwing a not so great tee shot out at Mossy Rock is a lot of times you get to film a wider angle and then you get shit like this in your shot and it looks just beautiful. I'm still gonna try and make this, but if I don't, just know the par was worth it for the cinema. Too much hyzer. Dang. What the fuck? I thought I aced both of those. Come on. How did that not go in? This is from my buddy Craig. Oh, y'all ever get a drop of rain from the trees straight onto your eyeball right as you're about to release a putt? Hole 11, 282 feet. Push hyzer. Get a skip up the hill, make a putt. You just can't, like, you can't get lucky on this, I swear. A little wider. No way. Then I hit a late tree. That was like the first time I've ever purely gapped like the main gap, and then I hit something late. It's kind of the landing zone right here. See if we can ching one in. Little Minnesota slide. Oh, come on. This is my first birdie on this hole. Oh my gosh. Oh, at least I think. That sat unparked. Come on. Okay, so the dyed premium marble is definitely much straighter than the gray one. Gray one's got a little stability to it. A little bit deep on this first one here. Maybe I'll make another chinger though. A little bit of a horseshoe almost in this little gap right here. No way. Oh! Hole 13, 263 feet. This is a nice little hole. Pretty much highs are dead straight. There's a couple inside sneaky gaps, but we're gonna take the weapon here and throw it with a fan grip. I think that could be a good play. We'll see how that works. We might throw a marble as well. Just gotta get it flat. Yeah. As long as I didn't launch, I'm probably in circle. That marble is a laser. Disc golf's one of them things where you're always gonna want more out of like your form, out of your throw. But I've realized since like, honestly, it was like the first year I started creating content, I realized it like after the first year, and then I continue to realize it more, is that I have to look back and watch myself throw almost every single day while I'm editing videos. And a lot of times I think you'll nitpick things of like, okay, you threw the shot perfect, but you didn't like how your form looked. So next time you're out there, you're trying to change your form. When in reality, you just threw a great round and nothing was wrong with the shots. You just like didn't like how your form looked. But then you have a player who maybe won't have the best form, but they're really good, but they never film themselves. So they don't even know that they're doing things. I don't even know if you'd call it wrong, because if they're a good player, is it really wrong? But maybe it just doesn't look the best, but they don't worry about changing it because they're never watching themselves throw. I don't know, it's a thing I constantly battle in my head. So, oh God, a lot of slick hills out here today. I did not think a driver would be able to stay up on this hillside, honestly. So I was looking down there. Let's go. Hole 14, 151 feet. If I ace this thing, you guys gotta go buy something on Birdie with my code. Not very good, I won't lie. Trying to work more on my little step through throw. There you go, park job, guys. Always remember your Minnesota slide. What the? Unreal. I mean, it was a little, I spanked her in there, but I drove her home. That was on the pole. Come on. Hole 15, 300 feet, dead straight. I'm thinking if I smack this marble, seems to get a little bit of drift out of it, might be doing something nice. Yeah. It'll be touch left, but it's about not as good as it gets, but perfectly fine. Marble, pin high, maybe a 25 footer. Nice. I love birdieing this hole. One of my favorite ones out here. 150 footer. Couple walk through marble punchers. No way I go deep with that throw. As you guys know, I'm bad at like actually throwing this far, so I'm working on this little like half arm puncher. I used to do it a lot, where you just kind of and then like walk through. It's funny because that's like park. The fact that I ended up here with the style of throw that I threw kind of blows my mind. We do have a line, but obviously it's a death putt. But nothing matters today, really. So I'm just gonna try and ching it. Oh, I didn't pop it. I should be close enough though. Same putt twice in a row. You guys know the golden rule. If you throw two putts and you can't see where they're landing, you got to take the one that's further away. Don't matter. Hole 17, 311 feet. One of my favorite holes out here. Straight up the hill, tucked off to the right. More or less, it's a straight shot. That'll get you the putt, you know, circle's edge. But man, I don't know if I want to go forehand or backhand. I think we're gonna go backhand first shot with the white weapon, and we're gonna see how the forehand plays. You either want to drift, you either want to get this thing pushing dead straight, and then if it comes in flat, a lot of times the hillside will kick it, or you want to get a little bit of drift and maybe get lucky if it's not a late flipper. We're gonna go straight and see what happens. At least try that. Big kick. I don't know if you guys could see, but that actually launched up the hill, trickled back down, and gave me maybe a 40 footer. Not bad. Oh, yes. Get past that tree. Come on. Oof. Yeah. Kick off the hill. Look at that. That's what you need. That gets you that circle's edge putt. The white weapon ended up being actually a little closer than I thought it would be. We do have this tree in the way, which means I really gotta jam it. Maybe put a little Annie. Dang it. Nice putt. Feeling a good flow on my putts today overall. Hole 18, 293. Basically cut it around the corner. Hopefully you got a clear up shot. Take your par. I like that. All right, this shot is for Curiously Craig. Forehand Premium Marvel. It didn't go in, but that had so much less wobble than Corey usually has, so. Well guys, there you have it, 18 holes with the weapon and the marble. Really enjoyed this round, really enjoyed these discs. If you're looking to pick up anything Birdie Disc Golf Supply, head over to their website, use code Frisbee Club, saves you money, directly supports me as well. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.
Creator of Frisbee Club,
The man,
motherfuckers.
the man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.